Khalil Sayegh is a Palestinian political analyst born and raised in Gaza. He witnessed and experienced Hamas's brutality firsthand and now works to document Hamas's crimes against the Palestinians in Gaza. Now, it's really important to note he is also extremely critical of Israel's actions, both in the West Bank and in Gaza. But he is a person who gives me hope. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks, Fatia. Thanks for having me.
So why don't you tell us first a little bit about your own experiences with Hamas?
Sure, yeah. So Hamas have ruled Gaza since 2007, really by an iron fist. Hamas have used two main methods to rule Gaza. One is to claim that it's a revolutionary movement that has to do with resistance and thus gaining legitimacy by fighting wars against the Israeli occupation on the one hand, and on the other hand, literally by suppressing people with soft power, sometimes by literally character assassination and other means, and sometimes by hard power. And I can tell you about their hard power because I was arrested by Hamas twice. And the two times I was arrested by Hamas, I was under 15 years old. I was arrested first for participating at memorial of the death of Yasser Arafat and wearing a kufiya, so I was arrested for that. And the second time, I was arrested for saying the wrong thing that were considered by Hamas a blasphemy. So I know firsthand what does it mean to live under Hamas's authoritarianism and to be imprisoned and tortured by them.
Tell me a little bit about the work you're doing to document their crimes against Gazans.
Sure, yeah. So our work doesn't only focus on the crimes that Hamas is committing, because the bigger story is that there is an ongoing war crimes that Israel is committing, and there are over 50,000 Palestinians that are killed by Israel, etc. Nonetheless, one of the stories that are lost among all this cacophony of war is that Hamas's abuses, the daily abuses that Hamas is doing in Gaza. No person is talking about, and it's lost because of the war, etc. Only yesterday, May the 8th, Omar Abdrabbo, a Palestinian journalist, was attacked by the Hamas militias in Gaza, and they literally assaulted him, destroyed his shop. A day before that, he had received the threats that he posted about on social media that they said, because you are criticizing Hamas, we will attack you and we might even kill you. So that's the kind of things we're dealing with. Other cases we've had where literally human rights organizations that try to document Hamas's crimes, their workers has been threatened. For example, Majda Shhadi, a few months ago, Hamas's members have attacked her home and literally threatened to burn down the home with her children and her husband if they continue to document these crimes. And I can go on and on the list. The list is really long, but yeah, and no one is paying attention to it, unfortunately.
The Israelis recently confirmed that they are arming some of the opposition to Hamas within Gaza, those southern clans. Is this something that you support? Is this a good idea?
No, I don't. And the unfortunate reality is that these type of clans have different criminal association in historically, part of which has been working in smuggling weapons into Gaza. Others have been smuggling drugs and other criminal activities. But also more dangerously, that some of these clans might have an association with even jihadist groups such as ISIS, Jaish al-Islam, the Army of Islam, and others. So it is a dangerous phenomena. I think that we don't know which clans are being armed and which are not. I mean, there are a lot of claims out there that they are all ISIS. I don't think they are ISIS per se, but I think majority of them are criminals. And I think it concerns me that at least there is one or two members who've had ISIS links before, and that's a dangerous phenomenon.
Very briefly, we only have a few minutes left. Donald Trump and Bibi Netanyahu spoke today. If you had been on that call, what would you have told to each of those leaders?
I would just tell them that there is no way to end the suffering in Gaza except by allowing Palestinian government to return. That will substitute Hamas. We want to stop the killing and the torture of Palestinians by Hamas, but we also want to stop the killing and the indiscriminate bombing by Israel. There's only one way to end it, which is allow Palestinian Authority that is moderate to rule Gaza instead of having Hamas there.
Khalil, God bless you and protect you. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Batia, for having me.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.